So we were asked the question tonight, hey, what's the definitive way to check to see if my oil cooler is shot? Well, I tell you, without gauges, you can't know. So what you need to do is you need to get gauges. I don't care what kind of gauges you get. Do you want to get a Bluetooth? Do you want to get a CTX4 and use that, the gauge functionality on that? Do you want to use an Edge Insight CTS3, my favorite? But any of them will work. What you want to do is you want to check your oil temp against your coolant temp. And step one, get your truck up to full operating temperature. We're talking 190 degree oil. And so go for a drive to make that happen. Fine, whatever. And then don't be pulling a trailer, nothing like that. Find a nice little flat road. Go about 55, 60 miles an hour. And do that for about, 5-10 minutes or so. And what you're going to look for is you're going to look for a differential between your oil temp and your coolant temp. And you're going to use that as a baseline. Now I can tell you on my favorite 6.0, which is my 05 Excursion, after doing a coolant flush, and the directions for doing that are on the maintenance tips section of FICMRepair.com. It's called Lose the Ford Gold Coolant. There's a 40-page guide that you can read and reference, and there's a one-page cheat sheet you can take out to the garage with you when you do the job. But after I put all that water through my block and back flush the crap out of it, I can tell you that my deltas in my 05 Excursion, I'm at 3 degrees. That's awesome. I mean, that's incredible. That's like, yeah, thank you, Jesus, you do love me kind of territory. So, but the closer you are to 15 degrees, the closer you are to non-recovery. And so what you'll notice is that, if you're pulling a trailer or something and your deltas get up there, as soon as you flatten it out and you get on a non-load type situation, that thing recovers pretty quickly. But as soon as you get above like 15 degrees, and the reason why 15 degrees is such a delta point, such a little stopgap point, is to say above 15 degrees, the recovery, it just takes too long. The efficiency of the oil cooler is shot. If you've ever seen a cross section of an oil cooler, someone took a bandsaw and cut the thing in half, you'll see there's all kind of little itty passageways in there. So the coolant, the oil filter is acting like the oil cooler is acting like a coolant filter, and it's catching all the floaties. So really what you want to do to prevent this from being a thing is run IPR Research's full flow coolant filter, which is for sale on our website on FICMRepair.com. And so the point is that the closer you get to that 15 degree spread, the closer you are to being able to not recover from this. So if you've got 10, 11 degree spread, maybe you want to do the back flush. If your spread's already 30 degrees, don't waste your time. The unit oil cooler. Now what you probably want to do is you probably want to go ahead and do a back flush, do a coolant system clean with Ford's VC9 product, which is available for sale also on FICMRepair.com, VC9. And go ahead and clean all the floaties out of that block and let it further clog your already trashed oil cooler just before you take it apart and clean it up and change it out and change over to a new one. So that's what you want to do. I hope this helps. If you got comments, questions, issues, thoughts, whatever, let us know in the comments. But you want to like and post and repost these videos to help the next guy. And that's what we're all about here. So whatever you need, we got you. We're FICMRepair.com. We're all in this together. Thank you, guys.